Okay, it's October 29, 2016, just before the election. I want to explain some stuff. This is a meteor map. That meteor is the KT event that created this whole Gulf. And here we are over here in Sarasota with this access to oceans beneath the earth. So there's your ring. You would see this map here is where it lifted Florida out of the ocean, United States out of the ocean. So we want to look for the aquifers along the meteor impact zones. So what I wanted to show everyone here is here's the Virginia one that hit at the Chesapeake Peak. Okay, and that one, when I did some mileage, it says it needed like 200 miles to get to Washington DC, but if you look, it's basically the meteor impact zone. There could be one right under the Capitol that they're hiding, because that's the range. You can see the broken, you start to see the pattern, the broken pieces from this impact, which was this one here, the Chesapeake Peak one, sorry, this one. So what I'm trying to show everyone is like over here in Florida, where we have our site, you can look for the patterns. They got this regional water system off the river, because they're poisoning everyone off rivers, because we're off surface water contaminated by the atomic bomb water cycle. And I'm basically running from the source down the interstate, which we can do down these interstates to go to the municipal areas, and we can follow the pattern. See, so here's all the meteor impacts around the world. You look for the larger ones. They got the data, and then you look for the aquifers. The aquifers, there's the railroad alignments. One 7-foot diameter pipe does all of Dade County. So we would, instead of building walls of hate and fear, we would build blue gold pipelines of hope and peace. Let all the people in the melting pot to build cheaper homes and give them opportunity. Here's the aquifer map. So pull up all the oil wells, the bottling plants, lay the aquifer maps over these critical points, these meteor impact zones that I'm showing everybody. And let's find out where these unique readings are, because this is why we have the surface water cycle. It's leaking from below, and these meteor impacts give us the ability to try to connect within 6 miles depth, because that's all technology gives us for drilling depth, and this is 400 miles down. So you can see the pattern. There's one here and probably sitting on the Washington DC. There could be one under the bottom of the ocean here hydrating. So these isolated leaks, hey, one football field in the rocks could pump enough water to the tap for the whole country. So I wouldn't want to pipe all the way to California if I didn't have to, which maybe we should. But these are soak-up zones. It's coming out. And obviously the surface cycle is contributing to, and everything else that they fooled us with. But we need to find these blue gold hot spots. And you lay these maps over, and we have a major, we can run all the pipes down the railroad tracks with the soldiers, all the equipment and materials, and build an alignment next to it for a new railroad track, and use the old alignment for the bedding for the pipeline, and then have all the local contractors start building right away the homes, and this whole country becomes a melting pot. It looks to me like the most critical one is potentially this one over the Chesapeake Peak. And then also this one over here, the one in Virginia, because it's by our capital. See how they put these little blue rings around the special ones? And there's this one up in Kentland, Indiana. That's what my eyebrows raise when I see Pence from, Zionville, Indiana. That one's particularly interesting because it shows here it caused the Great Lakes, and we got Flint, Michigan. So look at that crater right there in Indiana, and in the Great Lakes, that's the whole Bush, Michigan compact. So Nestle's been pulling water off those isolated springs. Those are all indicators to find that real true source that could be 3 miles below making all this happen. So we got our prototype in South Florida from Sarasota, and I can go north to Tampa. Right away, I'm next to a 4-county pump station. They built this alignment. Here's this Peace River pump station. They built this alignment all the way up, and they only got half done. I'm gonna come split it, and then we come out on the interstate with 384s and go to South Florida, Southwest Florida. So we got our prototype, and the first one's just 9 miles through this little parkland that they bought us environmental sensitive land, get all these guys cache and split this system. There's a pump station here and here, and it goes to 4 counties. So there's already an awesome prototype with efficiency. But I'm trying to show everyone with this knowledge, we could solve world hunger in days. NASA knows where they're at. Let's pull up all the oil wells. All the oil companies should be willing to tell us everything that they got. And the bottling plants, and let's make sure we got the best water mixtures available for all mankind with this thing here. This could unite everybody. So if anyone's got any questions, you can order a water test at my ranch in Daughtry's Ranch and Flint's, off Clark Road in Sarasota, 9438 Daughtry Road. We got a packing house out there. We're going to start bottling, but we need to get this water to the tap first, and then get the military out here and National Guard to help us bottle it to the world and the soldiers. This is a unique mixture for humans. And we could start building homes and neighborhoods right now, waiting on the pipeline, let the municipalities sell it in their own way. And at the same time, the military needs to find the rest with NASA in days. And we got a whole nother way to look at this planet Earth. It's hydrating from the inside, and we need to access these leaks within our 6-mile depth with this science I'm trying to show you here that's right under our noses. They're not moving, they're not leaving. So I'm trying to show everyone before this video runs out of how simple this is and why this wasn't on the news. I found this stuff before the Mitt Romney debate, so that's why everyone's scrambling. This is blue gold water wars. Saltwater and radio waves is combustible. We need to look at these mixtures with that saltwater radio wave, and maybe we don't need oil anymore. Okay? See ya.